Heyo! We're back playing some Monster Road Trip. I've done some magic, if you will, to get the Lamb update to work again. And we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try and get a good ending. So, here we go. Alright, so I just skipped ahead a little bit. We're going back to the end of week 1 with little Lamb. I'm gonna get him to join my squad here, and we're gonna go ahead with that. Hopefully I didn't screw up my resources too bad getting here.
Anyone have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, me?
Are you really gonna join a cult? I suppose they've got team building and all the dead goats you could ever want. Maybe fun ritual orgies. If you can ignore all the murder and the brainwashing practices, it honestly sounds like fun. Where do you want to start? I guess we need the money. What is a cult but a club that takes itself really, really seriously? And clubs need to market themselves to find new members, right? Following this logic, you assume that the cultists must have a marketing strategy meeting somewhere. And lo and behold, they are. Brothers of Mothra, keepers of the sacred secrecy and darkness, we have a crisis. Our recruitment numbers are extremely low this month. We've tried flyers, we've tried making obscure fortune cookies with our holy message inside, we've tried leaving dead goats around town. Why isn't it working? Even you must realize those outreach campaigns are awful, Brother Alexi. We'd do well to hire a real marketing director. True. It's impossible to know which career professionals are recruiting to the cult beforehand. That's how we ended up with 8 former furniture designers, but no marketer. At least the sacrificial chamber is full of comfy sofas now. It would also be nice if we had some security personnel. For example, I just noticed those outsiders snuck into the meeting and have been here this whole time. Hi! Sup, brothers? Before you throw us in a cell or sacrifice us to your god for sneaking in, consider that we can help you recruit more followers. Let's try carving join a cult on 666 goats and scattering them around the city. People love goats. We already tried that. Didn't go over well. What about 667 goats? You distract Scott with a squeaky ball and take the floor. Time to show off your brilliant cult marketing strategy. Becoming a sponsor of the annual competitive Secret Santa tournament? You don't get why anyone would watch it, but for some reason people do. Half the time people join cults and gangs because they have cool, exclusive tattoos. It's time to use your knowledge in arcane glyphs. There's tramp stamps for everyone. Sure, let's go with that. Great idea! We could even call them Mantramp stamps. That could work. What should the Mantramp stamp look like, though? Maybe we could do a tattoo of my mom's name. It'd have a lot of emotional meaning. But aren't we all getting the same tattoo? Why would anyone want a tattoo of your mom's name? Well, her name's Martha. That sounds a lot like Manthra. It kind of fits. Wait, your mother's name is Martha? So is mine. Did you join this cult because the deity sounds like your mom's name? Stop, no Martha tattoos. We should make a tattoo that appeals to the masses. The whole point of this is to increase membership, remember? Oh, people like iguanas. Reptiles are cool. Get an iguana tattoo. Ooh. What if the iguana is playing the xylophone? Xylophones are like super sexy. I hear your ideas, but what if we do some brainstorming to come up with an idea that's less, how do I put this, dumb? After 2 hours of intense intellectual debate and drawing several iterations and prototypes on napkins, you come up with the ultimate tramp stamp design, which happens to be this. Wow. As long as the cultists like it, use -2 magic giving their arcane Mantramp stamps. They pay you +2 money for your help. Alright. At our first checkpoint. We're doing mediocre. But we're gonna talk to the lamb. Cult rituals. Ooh, I haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, rituals are some of the most fun you can have while being in a cult, especially considering most of the other activities are either hard labor, hours of prayer, or dying. I mean, some of the rituals also include dying, but the fun kind.
Okay. What are some other rituals you do without the dying bit?
Well, there's bonfires, feasts, funerals, holy days of rest, fighting pits, necromantic resurrections, sacrifices of the flesh. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure the last one involves dying. Yeah, it sounds like it. But does it involve the fun kind of dying, though? Totally. A big tentacle erupts from the ground and gives a big warm hug to the follower. The followers all like, ah! Which, is a fun sound, because it's the same sound you make if you were riding a roller coaster. And the tentacles all like, blah, 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 blah. Fun! Well, the feast and the bonfires surely sound like a good time. Okay, I can teach you some of the lyrics to the chanting we do. And it involves a lot of arcane, forbidden languages, and repeating my name a lot.
Sounds like a plan. You spend the rest of the night learning cult chanting. The Lamb even improvises a bonfire, and you do silly ritual dances together. And you know what? It is fun. That was so cute. Possibly going to Knife Land. Normally, a dungeon would be a dark, scary place for people to be locked up and punished. But in the world of video game logic, everyone knows dungeons are just a challenging labyrinth waiting to be explored. There are plenty of ways to plunder a dungeon. What's your preferred method? Whatever one gives me soul. Or not soul, mind. You and your friends enter the dungeon. Before you is a locked door, a big square hole in the floor, and a lever. This is one of those puzzle rooms. We gotta put our heads together to solve this conundrum. A big hole and a little hole. What could it mean? I'm pretty sure it's a lever. We're meant to flip it? Nah, that's too obvious. It's a puzzle dungeon, boo. You gotta think outside the box. Is it thinking outside the box if we dig the hole out more? Honestly, I'm kinda just psyched to dig a hole. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Maybe the key's buried down there. Good thinking, Scott. Fine. You help your friends dig out the big hole even more. It's hard work, and eventually Polly takes a minute to relax by leaning on the lever. Whoa, is there an earthquake? Nope. You look up and see some things that are similar but legally distinct from Tetris pieces falling from the ceiling. Ooh, I think we're supposed to arrange those pieces to fit in the hole. It seems so obvious now. Now that I hit the lever anyway, which was my plan from the get-go. Sure, you, Polly, and Scott arranged the pieces the way they should have been, but the amount dug out accidentally made the hole exactly one piece bigger. So, it's an unsolvable puzzle now? Ugh, this can't get any worse. Oh, yes it can. The door you came from slammed shut, and the room is filled with the ticking of a timer counting down. Uh-oh. What do you think happens when that reaches 0? God, who knows? Death? Death 2? Super Death? Something even worse than the sequel to Death? Tendy, can you do that thing where you solve our problems in an unexpected way before we succumb to a horrible fate? The sooner, the better. It's time you put your yoga skills to use. Access the shop menu and see if the dungeon sells tips for puzzles. Go for it, girl. Do that yoga. Ah, yes, those incredible yoga skills that you've definitely always had. You close your eyes and recall your training. You attended the wealthy white woman's monastery, where you achieved peace and enlightenment for 4 easy payments of $499.99 numbers for $5,000. You spent your days on far-off mystical lands of the West Coast, doing asanas and perfecting your technique at ordering a chai latte. There, your yoga master. A man founded the WWWN after realizing that wealthy white women would spend any amount to glimpse enlightenment give you a pearl of wisdom. If you can't find the missing piece, consider that you are the missing piece. Namaste or whatever. Back then you thought it was just a vague, inspirational colloquialism. Wow, those are words. And honestly, it probably was. But now, your chakras have aligned, and all his teachings make sense. Or so you want to believe, for the amount of money you paid for them. You take a deep breath, stretch to your fullest height, and assume the missing piece asana. Holy shit. You're not nearly as flexible as you used to be. Your tendons feel like they're about to snap. Whoa, check it out. Tendy will perfectly fit in the slot now. Damn, let's go ahead and shove her into the empty slot so we can stop hearing her scream in pain. Polly and Scott insert you in the empty slot before you get too many serious cramps, so you lose -2 stamina, but thankfully the timer stops. And the puzzle is solved. This rundown soup restaurant seems to be years past its prime. Still, you're hungry, and a bowl of soup would really hit the spot right now. What's the worst that could happen? Some kind of murderous robot pops out of the shadows to kill you? Nah, that's way too unlikely and weirdly specific to happen. So, what do you want to do at Simon Soup's? Soup time! Woohoo! Soup time! You and your friends enter the restaurant, only to be welcomed by a thing of nightmares. Oh jeez. Welcome to Simon Super Diner, children. I'm your best veggie pal, Simon Soups. Nice to meet you, Simon Soups. What kind of food do you serve here? I am unclear. Excellent question. Come on, gang. Let's soak our new friends in the delicious broth of music and teach him the true meaning of the Simon Soup's brain. Initiating whimsical theme song with no threatening undertones, number 87. The animatronic's ancient, rusted speakers let out a metallic screech, which you suppose must have sounded like banjo music 40 years ago. I'm Simon Soup. Welcome to my show. There ain't a soup alive I don't know. Gumbo, miso, children's blood, cream of wheat. What? Soup's a yummy food that can't be beat. Wait, what was that middle one? I'm Mr. Leek, and I'll be your best friend until the inevitable bloody end. Soup is my second favorite thing to slurp to a children's bone marrow as he screams, "That hurts!" I'm the onion, and I'm hungry for useful flesh. Oops, sorry. I must have inserted the wrong song cassette. Let me fix that real quick. I'm the onion, and I do not hunger for the useful flesh and chorus. Is it just me, or were those animatronics giving off a weird vibe? Yeah, they can be kind of off-putting. The corporate made it against the rules for them to kill customers during store hours, so they won't mess with you too much. I wouldn't recommend looking Mr. Leek in the eye, though, just in case. Anyway, what would you like to order? Ooh, the special customer soup. This is a soup made only of our most special customers. Delicious breakfast soup, deluxe premium soup combo. It comes with soup fries and a soup soda and a cool soup action figure of soup. What? I got confused with the amount of soups. Wow, this one comes with an action figure though. I kind of want that one. Whoa, is everything in this combo made of soup? Yes, it all goes back to our motto. Existing is pain, everything is soup. Wow. Fries made of frozen soup. Do they come with special dipping sauce? You can dip them in your soup. For what is soup, if not a more delicious complex sauce? Even a soda is soup. Cold carbonated soup. Sounds kind of nasty, to be honest. I will murder you in your sleep. What? Soup? Wow, this meal even comes with a collectible figurine. Awesome, bro. Which toy do you want? General Gazpacho? Comrade or Stitch, Lieutenant Fish, I don't know, soups or ramen Ronin, General soon. Oh no, my money. Soon enough, Scott is deep into the soup first. It was worth spending -2 money in the deluxe combo if only to make Scott this happy. And you gain +2 stamina for eating so much soup in so many different shapes.
So Polly, I heard you like partying. Which do you prefer? A bonfire ritual or a sacrifice of the flesh?
I don't know if Polly likes either. Gotta talk to the lamb. And again, we've seen this part, so I am gonna skip ahead. That face gets me every time. It's so funny.
He's just like, this bitch.
Heck yeah. Alright. Ooh, we're so close. I gotta keep my stamina up though, or we're screwed again. And my magic, damn. Let's just go.
Can we stop? I saw a tree I need to chop down.
Again? As you and your friends approach the bar, 3 happy-go-lucky party spirits approach you.
Polly, you magnificent bitch. I didn't know you were coming to this rave. OMG. Hi, Scott, Tendy, meet Summer, Macarena, and Cheese. They're the ghosts of parties past. Sup, my dudes? Any friend of Polly's is a friend of ours. Whoa, your fur's so furry. Can I pet it? Go ahead. Let's go to the bar. The first round is on us.
You approach the bar. Miranda slides down her sunglasses and gives the bartender a look and does some weird hand gestures. The bartender says, tequila moonrise, 3 water bottles, a tall glass of vodka, and a sex on the beach in a liter mug with a crazy straw. Coming right up. Wow. You try to order, but the bartender completely misses you and helps someone else. Too bad you don't know BSL, bartender sign language.
Don't feel bad, Tendy.
Summoning the bartender takes a lot of practice. We'll wait for you and Scott to get your drinks.
Listen, the DJ's playing my favorite song. If I get reincarnated one day, I hope I'm reborn as this song. Such a ball.
You said it, my tiny dude. Vibing to this song is 100% my unfinished business. Hey, if you guys really want to go dance, we can find you after we get our drinks. It's okay. Really? Thanks, Scott. You're the best.
Let's get some drinks, Tendy. Mr. Bartender, can you please serve us? But like, when you have time? No pressure.
Your shyness and Scott's politeness isn't gonna get you drunk any faster. You need to go big if you want to get the bartender's attention. Wait, disguise yourself as the waiter's long-lost sibling, then ask him for a reunion drink? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Use your wish number 1 from the monkey's paw and ask for the most flamboyant hairdo ever, so you are unignorable. I think this will use magic, so I think I'm gonna disguise myself and it might make me lose a little soul. Nice! Disguise time. Bartender is rocking a cool, natural white hairstyle. 501's the new 30. What? You need to improvise with what you got. So you put a mop on your head. It might work. The bartender is super busy, but as soon as you reach the counter, he stops and stares at you. Jobert? He gasps. Is it really you? Sure. Unfucking believable, he cries. My long-lost twin finally returned. I've missed you. I have no idea what's going on. Can you give me some exposition here, bartender? Sure. 30 years ago, Jobert and I were waiting for drinks at the bar at a rave much like this one. Jobert hadn't been served yet, but the bartender started playing my favorite song, and I couldn't resist going to dance. Jobert promised to find me later, but he never did. I searched all over the venue, but he was nowhere to be found. I never saw him again. Oh no, what a tragic and unavoidable twist! Indeed. I became a bartender, just hoping to see him once again. And now that day has come. Jobert, old pal, let's have a drink on me. He starts pouring you a drink, but then someone with a remarkable bob-like white hair walks up next to you. John Bert? He gasps. It's me, Jobert, your long-lost twin. You're Jobert? John Bert says. He looks at you. But then, who are you? I'm, your long-lost triplet, Jack Bert. ... Of course! John Bert cries. That totally checks, says Jobert. Wow, what an emotional day. Jobert, Jack Bert, let's toast to old reunions and new family. You do shots with your long-lost triplets. You lose -3 soul for lying to them, but gain +3 stamina for good shots. I don't want to lose any more soul, so I think we're gonna go here where I can afford to lose some stuff. Preserving nature is important, and no one does it better than the natural parks, or national park. Here you can relax, breathe the clean mountain air, and truly appreciate the great outdoors. Or you can fuck around and be chaotic. Yeah, that's way more likely. In any event, what are you gonna do at the park? Go for a hike? I did just get my stamina up. Pick mushrooms? That seems like a really bad idea. Picking mushrooms does sound fun. Let's go for the hike. You and your friends are checking out the trail map at the information kiosk when a huge moss-shaped shadow blots out the sun. It's Moss Man, your fire-loving friend from summer camp. Hey guys, you want to take a hike with me? We can enjoy the tranquility of nature and swap juicy gossip along the way. Sure. We were just deciding what trail to take. Oh, forget these official trails. My buddy Sasquatch told me all about the scenic off-the-map trail with beautiful views. Let me show you some real hiking. 2 hours, -3 stamina later. That's all that what I got. Fine. So I couldn't find the trail, but you can't always rely on trail gossip to be true, okay? That's the beauty of it. Sure, we'll find the path back to the car when we pass Bear Ass Boulder. I heard it's a boulder shaped like such a beautiful butt. It'll make you insecure about your own butt. Ugh. We're never getting out of here. You guys are just gonna starve and die, and then we'll be a group of lost ghosts forever, and I will be so mad at you. No, we'll survive this. We may just need to rough it for a while and get my tie muddy. Let's start by making a roaring campfire. Okay. Do you want to start by burning this map? Scott, you had a trail map with you this whole time? Yeah, I figured I'd keep one for my kiosk as a souvenir. Why, did you want to use it for kindling earlier? For fuck's sake, you make a mental note to strangle Scott later. For now, check his map and figure out how to get the hell out of here. The Path of Enlightenment, the mystical journey to the heart of the park, where the lucky may find the mystical park spirit, and the luckiest may even get a selfie with them. Sure! What? I've never met any park spirits here. You've never met them? Says a voice, rustling leaves from behind you. Because you are them! Oh, who are you? I'm Princess Wildheart, sacred protector of this park, and I need your help to save these lands from the crushing tide of deforestation. Whoa, this is all moving really fast. Why do you even want our help? We aren't park spirits. We're basically invasive tourists trespassing your land. No, think about it. You're park spirit adjacent. That guy is a wolf. You're a half moth, and she's a spirit. Close enough, I guess, but how are we supposed to stop all of the industrialization and deforestation? Isn't that going to take a while? Apparently not. Princess Wildheart takes you on a action-packed forest demon fighting adventure and saves the national park in a tight 133 minutes. Oh wait, we saved the forest and Mother Nature. I don't get why politicians made that sound so hard. Thank you so much for your help, true heroes. I hope you had a good time. Please exit the left. Exit? What? The forest? Yep. You've reached the end of the Save the National Park interactive exhibit. Exit to your left. Stop by the information kiosk to buy a framed photograph of you slaying the demonic representation of industrialization. You mean this was all a ride? We can't even have authentic life-changing brushes with Mother Nature anymore? What is the world coming to? Oh well, at least you got +3 magic for saving. Welcome to the Battle Royale, where there are only 2 rules, killed or be killed. Stopping to visit the place where everyone's murdering each other was sort of a questionable decision on your part, but it's too late to leave now. So how will you survive? Go berserk. That's right, you didn't come here to play. You're here to make this bloodbath your bitch. Are you sure about this, Tendy? Won't we lose lots of soul by killing innocent people? Are they really innocent if they're trying to kill us first, though? Besides, we signed those waivers at the entrance protecting our soul from being lost in a wanton murder. Oh, okay. I'm fine with killing people as long as we can do it with that healthy conscience. You enter a fugue state, slaughtering fools with guns and knives and bare hands, and anything else your twisted hearts desire. But no matter how many people you kill, every time you look at the death toll leaderboard, there's a name constantly ahead of you. Hey Tendy, look at you, holding on to 2nd place like it's your mother's shirt. I'm almost impressed. But if you came here thinking you could defeat Dahlia, Aquino, Buff Blue, Warmongress extraordinaire, you've got another thing coming. You could beat Tendy. Use your underdog candidate powers to win at the last minute. No offense, Tendy, but I'm putting my money on Dahlia here. I saw her smash a watermelon with her headbutt once. I don't think there's an ass she couldn't kick. What? Are you seriously turning this soulless murder fest into a game? Can't you see this whole battle royale is a ploy by a corporate government to turn violence into entertainment so we won't notice all the atrocities they commit? If that's true, then it's working. And I'm massively entertained. Batnus probably has a point, but if you start catching morals now, you'll never out-murder Dahlia. The thing is, Polly's right. You'll never defeat Dahlia in sheer body count. But if she's focusing on quantity, maybe you can defeat her by going for a quality kill. Do what cool kids do these days after murdering someone. Cold blood, perform a silly internet dance. It's proven to be the perfect pairing. Kill them forever. Before murdering them, harvest their soul and hoard them all together into a single raccoon. Vicious. That sounds horrifying. Yeah, go for it. Cut to 2 survivors hiding behind a rock while the battle royale rages on. We somehow made it this far, Curtis. With our alliance and a bit of luck, we might be able to win this wretched thing.
You've got this, Ted. We just have to stay vigilant. If we just make it to the river, we can...
Curtis is cut off by a bullet, cleaving his skull in 2. So much for vigilance. Then something bursts out of the bushes. It's you, Tendy, wielding a knife. Fuck it! Ted screams at you. You already got my boyfriend. I don't care anymore. Just kill me. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you drawing glyphs on that cardboard box with my blood? Ted dies before he can give him an answer. And then, with -3 magic, he wakes up inside the cardboard box. But something doesn't feel right.
Whoa, a newcomer,
says a voice in his head. Welcome to the Raccoon Collective. The raccoon what? What are you talking about? Ted cries.
You were stabbed to death by that weirdo who drew glyphs in your blood, right?
Yeah, that person was adding your soul to the body of a dead raccoon.
It ain't paradise, but we gotta make do. We all control a different part of the raccoon and try to work together.
I control the front leg. Mohammed's on tail duty. Jason does the blinking. Pinkzy controls the back legs. And my wife on the lungs.
So what part do you want to control?
Don't say the penis. Natalie already called that one. I just want to die. Ted weeps. Well, since you're not choosing, I'm assigning you the anus. Nobody's taken it yet, and the raccoon really needs to poop. Good luck. Wow, being from hell, I thought I knew the depths of torture. But the raccoon purgatory you condemned your victims to is next level. I know what I'm beat. Here, take the spoils of our battle, +3 hype for you. Oh yeah. Time to rest. Okay, guess we'll talk to the lamb again. Wait, there's something else. It's time to go to Knife-Land. Hooray! Hopefully it doesn't go terrible this time. The road trip comes to an end. Knife-Land, the land of fun and knives. You ride all the rides twice. They're awesome and deadly in equal parts. There's not 1, but 2 free falls. There's the pit full of spikes and the guillotine, which lets you keep a severed head as a silly memento. There's also the blender, the pendulum, and a volcano. You're still unsure if the volcano was supposed to be the ride or it was just a random volcano that happened to be there. And there's the murderer mansion with actual murderers. So much fun. And you even managed to survive, which is a big plus. Knife-Land forever. Now, how did it end for me? That's not all. Knife-Land? Who cares about Knife-Land when you have none other than the lamb next to you in a car? This is a situation you never imagined could be possible, and yet, here you are. Aww.
Tendy, I gotta admit, at first I found you uninteresting and just mildly convenient because you owned a car.
I don't own it.
Shh. Let me finish. Now I know you're way more than just mildly convenient. You're reliable and a good listener. And your control-tone voice will surely make for some delightful chants. Not to mention, I'm sure that one day you'll make a great, delicious corpse.
Oh, you're saying that just to be nice.
No, I mean it. I mean it so much that I want to invite you to join my cult. Now that you're done with this road trip.
Gasp. Oh, this is all so sudden. But I've already been thinking that after so many road misadventures, it was about time for me to settle down. And you know what they say? Nothing says settle down like joining a cult.
Do they say that?
So, yes, Lamb, I will join your cult. And who knows, maybe there could even be a wedding in our future.
Sure. I'd be down for a 5th spouse. We'd only need some time to get to know each other better. And 75 bones.
I have some spare bones. I've always said nobody needs this many ribs anyway.
Perfect. And it's settled. Look how excited my followers are that you're joining the cult. Or maybe they just want to eat your corpse. Hard to tell. Fuck yeah.
And that's the story of how you joined the cult of the Lamb. Yay, we did it! It took me so many tries. Oh my god. I am just glad to finally have gotten the ending for this. It literally took me forever. I wonder if there's only a good end with the Lamb. I'm assuming there isn't a bad one. I'm assuming if there is a bad end, you just don't get to go to like wherever your destination it is. I don't know if there's like a rejection end. Oh, and just like that, the road trip came to an end. It was full to the brim with danger, fun, and utter nonsense. And it was everything we could have expected from a trip with Polly and Scott. And then some. We not only survived the whole thing, but we conquered it and came out different people. It all turned out to be a pilgrimage into self-discovery, a rite of passage, a quest for growth. That is to say, a fucking good road trip. As we were heading back home, I thought about how all of this was just one of the first stops, in a much bigger journey that was only just the beginning. Aww.
This time they gave me quote unquote. So please leave a good review, my love. Please leave a good review, my friend. Please leave a good review, my darling. Please leave a good review, my friend. Please leave a good review, my boy. 5 stars, 10 out of 10. Best game ever, I will play it again. Well, now, yes, we're done. We sang all the things the developers want. But I can't stop wondering about turtles and where it's gone. By the way, did you notice when I hit the review message? Yes, I know, I'm so subtle. Please don't mention it. Please leave a good review, my love. Please leave a good review, my friend. Please leave a good review, my darling. 5 stars, 10 out of 10. Best game ever, I will play it again.
Oh, why did that make me sad? Oh, that just made me so much happier after all that work to get the Lamb ending. This was, I don't know how many tries I've tried to get this ending. For anyone that is curious, the update for the Lamb did end. I had to do some backtracking through Steam and do previous updates. I will leave a link in the description for anybody who wants to maybe go back and try and play it themselves. And if you wanted to know how to do that, I just followed a tutorial and that's how I got here. So, I'm not a tech savvy person necessarily, but I managed to get it to work. So I'll leave that in the description for anybody that is curious. Thank you guys for the overwhelming amount of support on this series. It's been really fun to play. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, do all that good stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this as well.